Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm Nima. I discuss everything personal finance, and in today's video, I'll be discussing why car prices are looking to decrease in 2024. So guys, to be specific, I'll be detailing what the new car prices, used car prices, and the cost of what electric vehicles will look like. I've done a good amount of research to determine what's going on with the market and what we can expect. So whether you're buying or selling, knowledge is power when negotiating going into 2024. So go ahead and sit back and relax while I dive into the latest news on prices, incentives, inventory, and forecasts. Now I'm going to begin the video with the new car market. Here's the scoop. New cars have been falling for most of 2023, surprisingly. And to go along with that, the average new car was selling for roughly $47,936 in October of 2023 based on a report conducted by Kelley Blue Book. Overall, new car prices have been down 1.4% since last October of 2022 and 3.5% since their peak back in December 2022. So this had me thinking, will this downward trend continue? Well, according to David Mignane, who's the CEO of CarParts.com, he said that it's difficult to predict whether the cost of owning or purchasing a car will decrease in the coming year of 2024, but seeing the averages from last month and seeing this 1.4% dip from last year, this may suggest that new car prices might actually drop in 2024. Now guys, one major factor that could lead to price drops is an oversupply of new cars. After reaching record high prices just this last summer of 2022, the cost of new cars is now expected to drop due to this oversupply of production, which could ignite a fierce price war amongst automakers. A recent UBS report is predicting that global car production will outstrip sales by 6% in this coming year. This surplus of about 5 million vehicles will most likely force automakers to make substantial price cuts to clear their lots. Now, although these price adjustments might not take effect until the first quarter of 2024, the automotive world is already bracing for a price shutdown, with some electric vehicle manufacturers leading the charge by slashing their prices. Now, back to what Mignane was saying, he mentioned that when you buy a car in 2024, the month in which you buy it will also have an effect on the price as well. He said, for example, October to January is typically the best time to buy a vehicle, especially during the month of December. So if you're a prospective buyer intimidated by seeing prices you're seeing on the first half of 2024, you might want to wait until the end of the year when manufacturers announce large discounts and deals. If you're wondering which cars may be seeing the biggest price drops, well, Mignane believes that the SUVs and the sedans could see significant price decreases in the coming year. Oil prices are still projected to rise in 2024, which means SUVs and other less fuel-efficient vehicles will be less expensive to purchase. Also, manufacturers will use competitive pricing to convince consumers to purchase larger cars, as people won't want to drive cars that run up a large gas bill. This may make used sedans, especially hybrid models, more affordable compared to other automobiles on the market. Now, on the other hand, guys, new electric vehicles and hybrid cars will likely swing in the other direction as they use up less gas. Key factors like growing consumer interest and increasing societal emphasis on sustainability and government incentives for electric vehicle owners will contribute to steadily growing demand, which will keep EV prices stable and rising. Now, interestingly, even though the new car prices are generally trending in the downward direction, a recent auto worker strike where thousands of non-union workers reached out asking for support in organizing their plants caused a slight bump for some affected brands. Now, this shift in price depends on the manufacturer, of course. For example, Tesla cut prices by 20.1%, while other manufacturers like GM, Mazda, and Stellantis saw increases. In addition to that, inventory levels play a crucial role too. Brands with excessive inventory tend to slash prices, while those short on stock hesitate to discount their cars. The inventory distribution between different companies is also showing a significant variation, with companies like Toyota, Honda, and Kia holding less in inventory, and companies like Jeep, Chrysler, and Dodge are sitting on ample stock. The total supply of new vehicles in the US has increased by 62% over the past year due to slowing demand. But despite this, the average incentives have stayed relatively flat around 5% of the transaction price, far below pre-pandemic levels. So guys, if you are thinking about buying a new car in 2024, you might be in luck with the prices going down or having strong negotiating power when you enter the dealership. Different dealers need to make room for their new inventory, so they'll be quick to get their existing cars off the lot. And just remember, if you aren't happy with the price that they are giving you, don't hesitate to walk away, because chances are they will still call you back in order to renegotiate and get it closer to the pricing that you will like. Now, on to the used vehicle market. But before I jump in, if you find this video helpful so far, I'd really appreciate it if you could smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. Your support helps this channel grow, and I'm all about providing free, helpful content without charging for a course or anything like that. Now, I have opened up my YouTube memberships on my channel, so if you are interested in signing up for more financial assistance, please feel free to do so. Okay, so the total used vehicle inventory stands at 2.3 million, which is down 4% from last 2022. Inventory levels vary across brands, with Honda, Mazda, and Toyota maintaining lower stocks. Now, while the average listing price is still slightly below its peak, prices aren't necessarily plummeting just yet. And speaking of price drops, while used vehicle prices have decreased by 4% on average, this varies by vehicle type. For instance, pickup trucks retain their value better compared to compact cars. So it just depends on what you're looking for. I do want you to keep in mind that manufacturers aren't motivated to produce vehicles under $30,000, since they need a high profit for margins to support their electric vehicle initiatives. Production will continue to focus on higher priced margin vehicles, not affordable models and trims. The real problem is that these expensive new cars are accessible only to a small fraction of buyers, so ultimately more buyers will turn to the used car market for prices they can actually afford, no matter how inflated or slightly deflated used car values may be. So now I'll go ahead and switch gears into electric vehicles. EV inventories have skyrocketed by 500% year over year. This has resulted in longer unsold periods compared to internal combustion gas powered vehicles. Despite the price drops, the average paid price for a new EV is still relatively high. Though the EV market is expanding rapidly, overproduction has surpassed the demand, leading to inventory buildup and discounts. I will still mention that in recent months, we've seen a slight price reversal where things have dropped, but whether this trend continues remains to be seen. As of my most recent check, 60% of electric vehicles sold in America were Tesla models. In 2024, we expect Tesla to continue to dominate the market. Even if Tesla EV market share drops to 40 to 50%, that's still domination by manufacturers' standards. Tesla invested so heavily in mastering low-cost production that it will continue to have an advantage over companies like Ford, GM, and the rest of the competitors on the market. Tesla's electric vehicle dominance increasingly puts legacy manufacturers such as Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis in a precarious position. This will become much more evident in 2024 as well. So guys, looking at the forecast, wholesale prices for used vehicles continue to decline, signaling a potential benefit for buyers. As for new vehicle prices, a gradual decline is expected due to higher interest rates and a slowing economy. Nothing drastic, but just a slow grind down. Lastly, on financing and delinquencies, auto loan amounts have risen steadily, with 80% of them being new vehicle buyers and 39% of them being used vehicle buyers securing auto loans. Subprime borrowers face more challenges, with delinquencies surpassing pre-pandemic levels. In conclusion, everyone, I expect both used and new vehicle prices to continue declining gradually. Waiting might reward you with a better price, but don't anticipate any miracles by any means. You'll have a little more incentive going into 2024, knowing that there's an oversupply of cars waiting to come out. And remember, be cautious when taking on vehicle financing. Make sure it aligns with your budget to avoid unnecessary financial stress. I want to thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please share it with anyone who might be interested in buying a car next year. Please don't forget to smash that like button, hit the subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more videos every week. I'll catch you all in the next video.